Hi, I'm Penny. Welcome to this Yin Yoga for more energy. Go ahead and have a seat on a mat or a cushion. You can get a couple of blocks if you'd like. You don't need them, but they're kind of nice to have, and even a cushion to sit on. Go ahead and stack your spine, close your eyes, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and come up with an uplifted intention for this practice. Focus on understanding that you are enough, just as you are. You can put your hands in Chin Mudra if you'd like. Take a breath in and exhale. Breathe in again and exhale. We're going to start with dangle today, so go ahead and come to a standing position. Feet can be about hip distance apart and just lean forward. Let your head hang. Your hands can be in your elbows. And just take a breath in and exhale. And we're going to be here for just a couple of minutes just to start the practice. So just take a breath and exhale. You can shake your head yes. You can shake your head no. You can shrug your shoulders because maybe you don't have all the answers, and that's okay. And your knees can be bent or straight, just whatever you feel like is the best choice for you. So take a breath in, take a breath out, roll up to a standing position, and come to sit down on your mat. And our first pose on the floor is going to be deer pose. And again, go have a seat. We're going to be on the right leg. Left leg is slightly bent. Abdominals in. And if you'd like to use your bolster, you can. We're just going to lean over the top of our right leg and just take a breath. Now, you don't have to have a bolster if you don't want for this deer pose. It's just up to you. And we'll be here for a couple of minutes. So just relax and take a breath. And you can say the mantra, I am enough. I am enough. So take a breath in. Take a breath out. If you are down on the floor, go ahead and push yourself up and switch to the other side. All you do is just, your left leg is going to be forward. Now your right leg is going to be behind you. And if you'd like to use your bolster again or not, it's here ready for you. Pull your abdominals in. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you can come down into your deer pose. And like I said, you're welcome to put your head on your bolster, or you can put your head on the floor, whatever works the best for you. And just breathe. And I invite you to say the mantra, I am enough. And go ahead and breathe quietly, and you'll hear my voice when it's time to come out of this posture. This posture is great for digestion. I am enough. Just keep breathing. This stretch is great for your iliotibial band, your legs. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Go ahead and push yourself out of the pose. Move your bolster away if you were in there. Come to your seat and just bring your legs windshield back and forth. So just going to windshield back and forth, loosening up the hips. Sit in this pose for just a moment. And we have seal on a side seal on the right side. And you can use a block for this one. I'm going to leave the bolster right there. So when you come into seal, you're just going to be on one side. Your feet can be stacked or they can be bent, whatever's the more comfortable for you. I'm going to keep mine straight for right now. And you can put your hand here or out to the side. You can even use a block for your hand. And we're going to be here for just a little while. So stretching out this side. Like I said, if you feel a pinching, go ahead and bend your legs if you feel a hip pinching, or even bring your hand down. You're basically just hanging out. This is very good for your side waist and your ITB. And just breathe. I am enough. This side seal is really good for your iliotibial band, your TFL, the side of your waist. You can push in instead of being too relaxed if you like. You can push into your hand just a little bit. Whatever feels best on your shoulder. Neither one of them's wrong. And just breathe. I am enough. We're going to be here for just a little while, opening up the side of the body. Take a long breath in, long, slow breath out, and just push through with your right hand. Roll over on and just switch sides. I'm just going to turn this way. And we're going to do seal on this left side. Like I said, if you need to use the block or want to use the block, that's fine. Go ahead and straighten your legs. Each side's going to feel slightly different than the other. And you're just going to sit in this side seal position. And if you need or want to use a bolster to get a little bit more stretch, you're welcome to do that. Or you can, I'm just going to leave my hands on the mat. And also you have the option of bending your legs, whatever is more comfortable on your back. So take a breath in and take a breath out. I invite you to say the mantra, I am enough. You're welcome if you want to just relax into this shoulder if that feels better on these side ribs, or you can push into the shoulder just a little bit. If by chance your wrist bothers you, you're always welcome to come down to your forearm or come up onto a block on your forearm this way. So your forearm is on this block, and whichever one is the more comfortable for you. I'm going to stay up in the side seal here. I am enough. And just take a breath in and exhale. Breathe in again and exhale. I am enough. So take a breath in, take a breath out when you're ready. Let's go ahead and roll onto our back. And just windshield wiper your legs. This next pose is actually a twist, but it's cat pulling its own tail. So go ahead and lay on your right side for this one. Take that right leg behind you and you're going to grab that right leg by your foot. And then you're going to take your left leg as far forward as you're comfortable. And if you'd like, you can put a block underneath your head, or you can put your arm under your head. It's just up to you, whatever you'd like. You can even grab your left toe. If you can't reach your foot on the right foot, you can always use a band to hold that. And this is great for your quadriceps and your hamstrings at the same time. So, does it matter if your head is forward? Not really. If you want, you can turn your head up towards the ceiling, just whatever you're more comfortable with. And just take a long breath in and a long, slow breath out. Remember, whatever you did is enough, so you are enough. And this is really a good stretch for your quadriceps if you're on the right leg and your hamstrings on the left. Now, if you can't reach your toes, you can use a band, or you could just leave your foot wherever it lays. And if you don't have a block, you can put your head on your arm. So whatever you're comfortable with. I like the block and I like the grabbing the toe. Just relax. Hannigan's having a nap. If you hear her barking, that's she's having a little dog nap beside us. You just don't see her in the camera. This is a really nice stretch for your glutes, hamstring, and quadriceps. Take a long breath in and a long, slow breath out. Go ahead and start to unwind. And you're going to roll onto your left side. I'm going to show you what this looks like from the back instead of going onto the other side so you can kind of see what I'm doing with the bottom leg. This bottom leg is, they call this catching the cat's tail, is because I'm actually holding on to this bottom left leg and I'm straightening the right leg. And if you're close to a wall, you can actually put your leg, your top leg up against the wall to get that stretch instead of having to use your hand to hold it. That's completely up to you. So if you have a wall nearby and you want to put your foot up against it, you're going to get a nice hamstring stretch on this right side. And just relax. Like I said, if you need to use a band on your lower foot or even on your top foot, that's fine. This is kind of an advanced pose. If you can't reach your hand and you don't have a strap, you're welcome to just do the twist from here, and even just bend your leg, and that's okay. I'm just going ahead and grab my bottom foot and stretch out my front of my quadricep on the bottom leg, my left leg, and my hamstring on my right leg. And breathe. And I invite you to remember the mantra, I am enough. So because this is a little bit harder of a stretch, you might think, oh, I can't do as well as other people. You are enough. You are perfect the way you are. And your head can be to the left or it can be to the right, whichever you like. Take a long breath in, a long, slow breath out. Go ahead and unwind from this. Pull your top knee in, your right knee, and then just go ahead and windshield wiper your legs and then pull your knees into your chest. Now this next pose is definitely can be advanced depending on what you'd like. So you can always stay in Uttanasana. You can always stay in this forward bend. You can also, if you'd like, stick a bolster underneath your hips and stick your legs either up the wall or just up. And you can stay here, and this can be your caterpillar. For those who like a shoulder type stand and you're comfortable doing it, you can go ahead and pick your hips up slightly and come to a moderated shoulder stand. And you can kind of bend your legs and then just let them go forward over the top. Now, if your legs don't touch the floor, you're welcome to put them on blocks and leave them there. Don't turn your head if you went into full caterpillar. And some people like to bend their knees around their ears. Just don't move your head when you're in this position. So if you have a bolster or a wall or even a chair, you can put your toes on that. Or you can just stay in this bent knee or straight-legged. This isn't quite a shoulder stand because we're not quite as high. We're still on the forearms. So I'm going to go ahead and do the full pose. So I'll bring my legs behind me to touch the floor or a block if that's what you have. And then I'm just going to bend my knees and put my knees around my ears. Now don't move your head in this position. Whatever pose you decided to do, remember, I am enough. And leave your hands here for right now on your back, supporting this pose. And breathe. This pose is great for your thyroid, great for digestion. And you can just stay here. Don't move your head. So to come out of this pose, go ahead and roll into that bent knee caterpillar. And then just come into your chest with your knees and roll out. And our next pose is going to be Shavasana in a supported chest opener here. So we're going to put one block underneath our head and one block in a T position underneath the chest. And if you don't have your blocks, you don't have to do this for your Shavasana. This is just a nice chest opener. Every time you do a chest opener, that gives you a little bit more energy. And just open up your arms, or you can leave your arms beside you, whichever is the most comfortable. So this chest opener kind of opens up the throat that you just kind of had closed with your caterpillar. If you don't have blocks or you don't want to particularly use blocks with your Shavasana, just do a regular Shavasana. You can always do your Shavasana with a bolster underneath your knees just to give you a little bit more relaxation for your Shavasana. And just take a breath in and exhale. And say the mantra, I am enough. I am enough. I'm going to give you one more alternative on this T-shaped block. You can always take your block to a higher level that's underneath your head and just open up from this direction. So you're really getting a nice chest opener, but your head's a little higher and some people relax just a little bit better. So whatever works for you. Take a breath in. Wiggle your toes, relax your toes. Circle your ankles, relax your ankles. Focus on your quadriceps, relax your quads. Your hips, relax your hips. Digestion, relax your digestion. Just take a breath in, fill up your belly. Exhale, let it go. Focus on your shoulders, relax your shoulders. Your hands, you can open and close them, relax your hands. Relax your back, your shoulders. Relax your brain, your face, your eyes. Focus on an image of yourself, your true self. And remember, you are enough. So I'm just going to go quiet for just a little while. Just take a long breath in and a long, slow breath out. Now you're welcome to stay in this Shavasana as long as you can. Play your favorite music. Just let the day unwind. But if you're ready, you got places to go, things to do, you can go ahead and move any props that you had for that your supported fish. Roll to your right side and push up and sit on your blocks or your bolster. Close your eyes. Bring your hands, if you'd like, into Chin Mudra. Straighten your arms. Remember, you are enough as you are. Now, this yin practice is going to give you a little bit of extra energy for the rest of your day, hopefully, especially when you end it with a nice back bend. So we're going to end this practice with a sound of Om, a sound of peace. Bring your hands into a prayer. Take a breath in. Om. Thank you so much for practicing. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste. Be good to yourself and each other.